What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Endless Ocean Blue World. I'm your host, Helium Lemon 15. This is still part 43, and ooh, look, what's this? I have no room for my legs. No, that's not what this is. This is the giant sea squid. Okay, I won't make that reference again. Can you hear me? This is John Eric. Ahoy, a giant squid. Its tentacles are covered with suckers that contain a number of small teeth. Those teeth penetrate its prey, making it easier for the squid to grab and hold on. Looking at it now, it may seem relaxed and harmless. But whatever you do, don't provoke it. I have no idea how John Eric is sitting up in the boat, and we're like, what does it say, 480 feet below surface? I think that's feet, because this is the American version of the game and not meters. But, yeah, there's stupid metric system. But, yeah, how does he have, like, the radar or whatever to know that we're looking at a giant squid at that moment? Look, a sea pig. See its cute little legs? I'd love to have a pet sea pig someday. Oceana loves sea pigs. As you'll learn in this video and probably the next video, Oceana loves pets, loves very bizarre creatures. So I respect Oceana for that. Good going, Oceana. But she also says kind of tacky things like, oh, I'd love to have like a sea pig on our company t-shirt, or like a sea pig shaped purse or something. It's like, okay. So, yeah, in this video, we're just continuing to try to make progress. I sat down and played the game for about an hour a week or so ago, and then I've edited it into about 3 videos, so this is the second of those videos. And today is October 12th. It's a little past 9 in the evening, and I feel a little bit sick. I don't have a full-on cold, but I'm just super tired. I have like a little bit of, you know, nasal drip that's just, you know, kind of painful, and, you know, not painful. It's like, it's almost a cold, but it's not a full-blown cold, but I still want to get a lot of sleep because I kind of feel like crap. But yeah, I'm having an interesting time with school. I'm struggling with it a little bit. This is a cool animal. It's a glass squid. It sounds delicious, actually. Like, have you ever had glass noodles? Like, yeah. So, yeah, I don't feel like talking about school a lot. I know in the last video, I went on this rant about the Zelda games, and I was trying to make the argument that Twilight Princess was, or that Skyward Sword was better than Twilight Princess, and that Majora's Mask was better than Ocarina of Time. I'm sure Oceana would squeal and call it the coolest thing ever or something. Yeah, I was just going on this rant, and I was trying to, off the cuff, trying to put into words my feelings about the Zelda series. Yay. These guys are pretty cute. And funnily enough, I actually, you know, I have not played a lot of the Zelda games more than once. Well, I've played Skyward Sword once. And then I've played the others about twice or less. Actually, I've completed Ocarina of Time twice. I've played it a lot more than that. But yeah, those games are they're my favorite series, and they're just a lot to process. So I kind of want to, you know, revisit them on my channel, like I'm doing with Majora's Mask. That's so fun to revisit that game. Revisit Majora's Mask on my channel. I love these guys, Vampire Squid. But yeah, I really want to revisit the rest of the Zelda series on my channel so I can kind of revisit my thoughts about them. And I was watching this morning, it's some of their older videos, but Bicked Up on a Bus and Martin, they did a Twitch stream comparing and contrasting Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess on the Wii U and the original Twilight Princess on the GameCube. Just like comparing them and contrasting them and like playing them at the same time and responding to comments on Twitch. And I don't know, they said some things about like, oh, she was tired of people saying Skyward Sword was, sorry, I guess Martin. He was tired of saying, you know, people saying that Skyward Sword was more interesting than Twilight Princess, which I didn't know that was a very popular opinion, because that was what I came away with after playing Skyward Sword. But he was just arguing that, oh, Skyward Sword is, you know, one big dungeon, and, like, the exploration isn't any good in that game. So I can see how people say that, but I got tired of the exploration very quickly in Twilight Princess. So maybe that's just my problem, but I'll have to revisit those games. Yeah, I'm so tired, and my throat is like a little drippy, and my nose is how would I say, my sinuses are a little drippy, and I just feel tired. But I'm gonna power through these episodes because I want to finish them, and they're fun, and I like, you know, this kind of style of just impromptu talking. It's kind of relaxing for me, actually. So yeah, Endless Ocean has been a very edit-heavy LP so far, but as we make progress through the side quests, it'll be less and less for me to show, and then it'll just be a matter of 100%ing the game, which I still don't think I can do, or I might be able to do. It's not like it's hard or anything, it's just time-consuming. But, I don't know if I'll have the kind of patience and fortitude for a game like this. Because, yeah, it's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of, like, the same levels, and just doing side quests, and just grinding, and just doing a lot of things. I mean, I always liked the way that this game was designed as kind of slow-paced, and this is a great game to play when you just, you know, you're listening to music and you're playing it earlier in the morning, which is what I used to do to kind of de-stress from school, like on the weekends. I love how it's kind of designed as an educational game, but I know that doesn't exactly fly with most people. Educational game, like, what is this, Mavis Bacon Number Muncher? But it's cool because I like how it has all these little blurbs about these different fish and sea creatures and species, and this game almost made me want to be like a scuba diver or a marine biologist. Or actually, I was interested in scuba diving before my aunt got this game for me as a Christmas present. But yeah, there's so many creatures to find in this game, and it has information on all of them. And then it makes it kind of fun by having these special little cutscenes and these characters who have their own little special favorite animals. And then that's not even, you know, the only thing of the game. You know, you can go hunt for treasure, you can train dolphins. You can have an aquarium, you can take pictures. You can even take pictures of this game, save them to a flash drive, and then have them on your computer. You know, because the Wii has support for a SD card, so you can just stick an SD card, transfer these photos to your computer, and since this game has such, you know, beautiful scenery and ocean life, you can have these pictures as like a desktop, you know, screensaver on your computer. So this is a part of the Zahab region depths that we haven't even explored yet, and it's kind of at the very extreme southern end of the location, as you can tell. And we're finding all sorts of coins today. I love this. Finding coins is another great part of the game, and they're all named after, you know, you can learn about fish, you can learn about astronomy. I don't know if people actually walk away from this game having a PhD in astrophysics, but it's something, you know. Yeah, and there's some exciting stuff that we can do here in the Twin Caves, so yeah, let's just explore them and see what kinds of trouble we can get into. I don't know if you can see these little brown guys, but they're right on top of the doodly. So it's hard for me to get it to actually look at them without it thinking that I'm clicking on the doodly. But yeah, it's a giant isopod. We should use one as our company logo. That's what I was thinking of. Did you hear something from that cave? Maybe it was just me. Yes. Or maybe not. Let's take a look. I like how the entirety of that cutscene was just silence and panning. It's very Kubrickian. No, I don't know. I'm trying to sound smart because I have some friends who are super into film and directing and screenwriting and Kubrick and Hitchcock and all this, and I actually just saw an opera based on a Hitchcock movie, or it was based on the book that inspired the Hitchcock movie, and I just saw a rehearsal for it, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, did I say that right? Based on the book that inspired a Hitchcock movie, but it was also sort of based on the Hitchcock movie as well. I haven't watched a lot of Hitchcock movies. I like Jimmy Stewart a lot. Oh gosh. I can watch The Birds and then compare it to Birdemic, Shock and Terror, and see which one is the superior movie. Yeah, I think that's good. One of my classmates in college turned me on to Neil Breen. I haven't actually watched more than a few clips of Fateful Findings, but I know that he's a film lord. So that's cool. Neil Breen, the Texas Bean. I'm not actually sure what some of my favorite movies are. I mean, there's The Princess Bride, but that's kind of cliche, and I think everybody kind of likes it. I mean, it's a really, it's kind of a kitschy, self-referential comedy with, I don't know actually how to describe this, the exact value of A Princess Bride, but I think everybody kind of has that nostalgia value attached to it. Like the same with like how people treat the original Star Wars movies as if they're Wagner's operas or something. I mean, I like them, but dang. As if there's some sort of mega achievement in the industry. Which I'm sure if you're more into film and stuff like that, then they are. They are a comparable achievement. It's not that I don't like them. It's whatever. I'll have that conversation another time. Do you see this thing? This thing is kind of freaky. It looks like a giant cockroach with a green shell. Oh. It appears that Oceana has been rendered speechless. That's quite a feat. Look at the size of that giant isopod. That must be the creature nicknamed the Gravekeeper. It's an infamous beast. It's an amazing anything... I can't believe I just saw that. My life is complete. This is totally amazing. This guy's my new favorite creature ever. Seriously, look at it. Can you imagine anything more awesome? I don't know, a whale? I think whales are cool. That thing's just a giant green cockroach. But no, seriously, that is pretty cool. It's the Gravekeeper. He's got a very ominous name. I am the strong man. And another episode devolves into my awful strong bad impression. I love it. Giant isopods grow up to 20... Okay. I'm leaving these like texts and blurbs up there so that you can read them for yourself. And so that I don't have to read them every single time. Yeah. So anyway, the Gravekeeper... Yeah, I don't know my audience that well, but if you're interested in stuff like that, go ahead and pause the video and read it. And we're at the end of this episode, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Endless Ocean Blue World. Thank you for watching.